Frazier. And y'all already know, man, we're going to go live for this breaking news, man. Bryce Huff has been traded, or yeah, I think he has been traded. So they're finalizing the deal. I just want to read this right quick from Adam Scheffner. Um, it reads ESPN sources 49ers and Eagles are working to finalize a trade that will send edge rusher Bryce Huff to the San Francisco 49ers for a mid-round pick. The trade cannot and would not be proceeded until after June 1st. Both sides are working to make it happen, and Huff already has reworked his deal. So, with all that being said, yeah, what's up, cuz? You see, we got rid of him, man. We got rid of him. So this was a big speculation because and I didn't get a chance to make a video about it, but they had I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was John Clark or somebody came out and tweeted yesterday that Bryce Huff wasn't in the plans for the Philadelphia Eagles' future. Hasn't been attended any of the OTAs and things like that, which are voluntary. But at the same time, with the situation that Bryce Huff went through last season or this past season, we paid him all the money. He was supposed to be the replacement for Hassan Reddick, who also was going through something. Yeah, you already know. You already, hey, yo, Dre, I see you, you know what I'm saying? You at Nike now. You know, your boy need a pair of Jordans, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, yeah, man. So long story short, man, Bryce Huff is being traded. Now, I did speak about this earlier in the season or earlier in this off season because it was some rumors and speculations about this. Robert Saleh, being the head coach when he was with the Jets, had Bryce Huff, had a lot of love for Bryce Huff, was able to use him in a way that was beneficial to Bryce Huff. And then him coming here, I felt like, well, we all seen that, you know, Vic Fangio really didn't care. I don't want to say he cared, but he didn't really have a fine liking of Bryce Huff, if that makes sense. So he just never, I don't know, man. With Bryce, and I'm trying to be nice by saying this, but it just felt like when Bryce Huff got here, right? If y'all remember, you know, they always do the thing when you sign your contract. You know, people be usually smiling, especially when you signing the type of deal that he signed. It just didn't seem like he was happy. So, and this is prior to him even getting on the field, and then him getting into, you know, training camp OTAs last season. Vic Fangio doing press conferences after the training camps. You know, he wasn't speaking too high of Bryce Huff, but he wasn't speaking badly about him. He just thought that he still needed to work on some of his, you know, work on his bag, work on his skills. So, if I would have got that Eagles jersey, we could have. Listen, yo, we still gotta do that. So just hold on. You might be a winner. So, but back to Bryce Huff. But Vic Fangio never really had a fine liking of Bryce. They were saying, you know, change your stance, things like that. Thoughts on Travis Hunter? No prenup. Hold up, we're gonna listen. Go Buffs, but I don't know about Travis, man. Travis gotta do his own thing. But come on, we're gonna keep it on Bryce Huff right now. Let's talk about Bryce Huff. So Bryce Huff, you know, he's not going to be here anymore. Writing was already kind of on the wall. They bring in Uche. They bring in, oh man, the Georgia Bulldog from New York. I can't even think of my man name. Shut the tip of my tongue. Pause. Can't think of my man name. Ajulari. So, bro, you got some toilet paper on that wall. I don't even know what that means, bro. You talking about the Eagles stuff? Hey, player, I want to ask you a question. Who won the Super Bowl this year? I'll wait on that answer. So anyway, back to what I was saying, though. We talking about Bryce Huff. Y'all tripping. We talking about Bryce. Listen, Bryce Huff won't be here no more. So, like I said, Ray was on the wall. Ajulari, Uche, kind of with even getting the first round pick, Campbell, because he can play. What they said he could possibly play off the edge, things like that. Nolan. Jalix Hunt coming into himself. The writing was on the wall, man, and him even being in the Super Bowl fully dressed and not participating in a healthy scratch in the Super Bowl, and you are one of the highest paid players on the team and you ain't playing. It's crazy to me. Hating on the recent NFL championship is insane, bro. I've been arguing with people since we hoisted the trophy. They still trying to tell me that Jalen Hurts ain't this, and I'm still waiting to see Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson make it to the Super Bowl. You say guess which team you? I don't know who you like. Play who you like, man. What you like? You a Dallas Cowboys fan? It's all cool. It's good, bro. It's all good, man. Do you think the Cowboys can be better than the Eagles this season? Are y'all smoking? Are y'all smoking stuff this Friday? What is going on here? No, bro, not a chance in hell. No, they're not going to be better. And to keep it all the way real too, week one, week one is BTA. You already know we gonna drop the banner and we gonna drop the hammer on y'all. So what else we got? Thoughts on the NFL players being able to participate in flag football Olympics? USA automatic winners. Oh yeah, they're gonna be automatic winners, but I don't think a lot of players really want to. Well, from what I seen, I did see. Was it AJ Brown? I don't want to say it was AJ, but it was some players saying that they really didn't want to participate because they ain't, they ain't want to get hurt for the training camp, things like that. He a Cowboys fan. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I don't know how old you are, but bro, I'm 32, bro. I ain't never see a Cowboy Super Bowl a day in my life. So it's not much I can, God bless y'all, but y'all got to get it together, man. Maybe when Jerry, he retired next year, y'all might be all right. So, but yeah, man, back to Bryce Huff, man. We got all off topic. He said, it's all right, man. Y'all did good. I give y'all props. Hey, man, it's all love, baby. It's all love. I appreciate you tuning in, man. I appreciate you. So, but yeah, man, back to Bryce Huff. So, long story short, man, Bryce Huff is no longer going to be here. Yeah, like I said, he hasn't been participating in the OTAs, the voluntary OTAs, things like that. Really didn't work out last year, especially in the Vic Fangio defense. You would think that he would like to use somebody like that, but he just didn't pan out, man. And I don't know, man. I just felt like his attitude just wasn't, I'm not there with him, so I don't know. I don't want to put no, nothing on him like that. But it just always seemed like he just wasn't happy. So, and I don't know if that's from his lack of performance on the field or him even getting a chance to be on the field. He also did have an injury last year, from what they said. I don't know how true that is, but it is what it is. So now they have figured out a way to get rid of Bryce Huff. It's a mid-round pick that they're looking to get, and this won't be done until after June 1st. So we probably won't see Bryce Huff anymore in the Philadelphia facility or NovaCare facility. But yeah, man, it's I don't know. I mean, I'm not upset. I didn't know how they were going to figure out. First off, if they were even going to be able to find a trade suitor for Bryce Huff, but then at the same time, the money that we paid him, and then not to jump too far off, but then the Hassan Reddick situation where we traded him to the Jets. He ain't even paying out where he went, and then he went to Tampa Bay, and he ain't even showing up for voluntary OTAs. So it's a crazy trade, but really didn't pan out for neither one of us at the end of it. So I just hope, man. Let me see, sweet. Yeah, Howie is a wizard, bro. He's most definitely a wizard. But it makes sense though. It makes sense for Bryce Huff because, like I said before, he did well under Robert Saleh. So now Robert Saleh being with the 49ers as just the defensive coordinator now, you know what I mean? He can get him back, hopefully get him back to where he needs to be. Because I want to see Bryce Huff be successful. You feel what I'm saying? He just wasn't successful for us. And I think Vic Fangio is looking for certain players to fit his system, and Bryce just didn't fit that system. So I wish him all the luck. Hopefully it pan out for him out there with the 49ers. But it's BTA for them too. We see them. So you already know. If the Bengals have a first-round exit next postseason, should they rebuild and start over? I think the Bengals organization as a whole is just not good because you got to think about it. Like they just signed, they just signed both their wide receivers, and then Joe Burrow got paid either last or the year before that. So they need an offensive line, man. Then they got their defensive players that they just drafted holding out. For I guess because of clause or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I ain't too familiar with their team. But they just always, since I've been watching football, they've just never been a decent organization. So I don't know if they're ever going to get it together. I mean, maybe new ownership would help that, but I don't see them. I would say maybe try and rebuild, but I don't know if you can rebuild if you ain't got any any cash or picks. So we'll see how that go too. So. But also I wanted to talk about OTAs too, man. I didn't make a video about the second day of OTAs, and I think they have OTAs today as well. But second day of OTAs, a lot of things that stuck. Let me pull my notes up here too, man. My fault. But a lot of things that stuck out to me, and the biggest thing was Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean is now, well, I guess he's going back and forth between the nickel and then playing the outside corner. That kind of was. I don't say a big concern because you got to think we lose Slay, right? He go to Pittsburgh. They're looking at Keely Ringo too as well to hopefully take over the spot of Slay. I'm thinking maybe with Cooper DeJean because when he first came into the league or before he came into the league, they didn't know exactly how they were going to be able to use him. So, um, very athletic boy, man. I'm telling y'all. So he can move around. Very good for Vic Fangio's system. So maybe they try him out there on the outside. I don't know, but Keely Ringo was or supposed to be the guy that is, supposed to be across from Quinion. So we'll see. OTA, BTA, CTE, Dak Prescott first round. Yo, yo, hilarious. Okay. I like what you did there. I like what you did there, Shannon. So, but yeah, man. So Cooper DeJean sticking out Keely Ringo. I did see they were doing the peanut punch. As y'all know, that's how we was getting all those turnovers last year. So I'm happy to see that they're incorporating that back into the training, man. Cause I'm really like all honesty, I'm really hoping that we pick up from where we left off last season, man. At the end of the day, we're the Super Bowl champions, and what we did to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl cannot go unnoticed. So if you think Vic Fangio is taking anything less of what he just had this past season, I can't wait to see what we do this season with the defense, man. Also, AJ Dillon, he another sleeper. I'm hoping that he can pan out because I don't want I like that we can give Saquon a lot of carries. We got a great offensive line, things like that. But Saquon is getting older as well. Bringing AJ Dillon in here can help relieve him of some of that duty, some of them snaps. So, and still get somewhat the same production. I feel like, because I think with this offensive lineman, I think I can run behind that joint and still get at least 4 to 5 yards. You feel me? I ain't as big as them guys, but it is what it is. So, that's another thing I seen that was sticking out. The press conferences, I heard Jalen Hunt talking. He's another. Him and Nolan Smith really got to come on. I know they came on last season, but they really got to come on this season, man. They're Super Bowl champions, especially Nolan Smith. He showed me a lot last year. I know a lot of people ain't care too much about Nolan Smith. They didn't think he was going to pan out. He finally did. He showed up in the playoffs, showed up in the Super Bowl. Same thing with Jalen Hunt. So those guys got some. I don't want to say they got big shoes to fill, but I think they're on the right trajectory of I guess you can call them veterans now, being vets and being OGs for the Philadelphia Eagles because this team is young now. So, we ain't got like a BG anymore. Like I said, Darius Slay is gone. So a lot of these first year, second year guys or third year guys, now they got Super Bowl experience. Some of them got playoff experience before they went to the Super Bowl the year before. So, yeah, man. So we gotta see, man. We gotta see. We just gotta just keep monitoring things. I also seen somewhere where they were talking about Kyle Pitts, possibly getting Kyle Pitts because after this season, what are we going to do with the tight end position? Dallas Goedert, I think he got like a 1 year deal or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So after this season, we have no tight ends under contract, and Kyle Pitts is coming to the end of his rookie deal. So maybe they try and maybe trade for him or looking to get another tight end before the season starts. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Trying to think if there's anything else. 'Cause I didn't even get a chance to pull this stuff up. My fault, y'all. Hold up. Your boy was playing Call of Duty before I hopped on here. Hold up. We'll show you ChatGPT. Bear with me right quick. So I'm gonna pull this up right quick. We also had some other notable absences too. I know they said Devontae Smith wasn't there. Reed Blankenship. I got all this written down somewhere. Hold on, y'all. My fault. Log in. There's some notable absences. My fault. Don't worry, it's all right here. But if y'all can, man, like this for me too, please. I do appreciate it. Here we go. Let me see. So the notable absences were Bryce Huff and then Devontae Smith, Reed Blankenship, and Lane Johnson. That was from the second day of OTAs. I talked about the Bryce Huff situation where now he's getting traded. He wasn't there for the OTAs. Like I said, which was kind of the writing on the wall. Plus, they brought in all these edge rushers as well this off season. So I guess they kind of been preparing him to offload him to a different team. What else I got here? Talked about rookie. All right. You also had so they had Sidney Brown returning from injury. He was I want to say he was his second starting safety behind was it Andrew McCuba? I think he played the whole time. Andrew McCuba was playing the whole time, and then Sidney Brown came in alongside of him. But they said Andrew McCuba played the whole time, which is a good sign for our rookie because getting rid of CJ, I didn't see that coming. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't see that coming. I thought everything was good because CJ had a great great performance last year. He did get kicked out of the game from the Commanders and stuff like that. Sometimes he get a little crazy on the sidelines, but never thought that really affected him in the game that he displayed on the field. But hopefully Andrew McCumba can step right in, man. He has had high praise from his coaches in college, comparing him to Budda Baker. Like I said before, I don't know if y'all seen the video before, but Budda Baker was always a player that seemed to get linked to the Philadelphia Eagles on the offseason. So if they can find that in him, that'd be a great situation for us. So also had a right guard battle. But so far, so good, man. They said Jalen Hurts was putting it on the money. Saquon, they said he ain't really been running. This was like his first time running since he's been in the Super Bowl and things like that. So, but they said Jalen Hurts looked sharp. Tanner McKee looked sharp, which we already knew about Tanner and Jalen. You already know, man, Super Bowl champs. But they picking up where they left off at. And I think, man, I honestly think, I know we didn't get to training camp yet. We ain't really had no games, but I don't feel like the Eagles really lost too many pieces that they couldn't replace through the draft and through free agency. I think we can get back to the Super Bowl, man. Like, I don't like me personally. If it's nothing's broke, I wouldn't fix it. Like, they go get AJ Dillon. They got Saquon Barkley under contract. Keep running the rock until they can't run it no more. Most of the teams on our schedule can't stop the run. At least last year they couldn't stop it. So, and you don't change that overnight. I've been arguing with people in the comments on IG. They telling me we trash, Jalen Hurts trash, this, that, and the third. And they talking about, well, if we had an O-line like y'all, if we had this like y'all, and I keep trying to explain to people, this is a built team. This is not a bought team. These are players that we drafted and developed. Coach Stoutland might be one of the best offensive line coaches. I can't help that. I can't help that. So you can't be mad at the fact that we're able to do the things that we do. It ain't like we go out here and we went and spent a whole bunch of money and got all these different players, bro. This is a built team, man. And they just keep winning. So until somebody can stop them, it is what it is, man. Nobody complained when the Patriots were doing it or even when the Chiefs do it. You can't complain about that kind of stuff. I know people are upset that we got the trophy now, but y'all gotta come get it from us, man, at the end of the day. So it is what it is, man. I ain't got too much more for y'all. I'm trying to talk to Mr. Reggie, see if we can get y'all a Mean Green podcast. And then I also gotta make the jersey giveaway. Gotta announce the jersey giveaway winner. I know it's been a little bit since I talked about that, excuse me. But if you want to be entered in the win, all you gotta do is follow the page, and I'm gonna put your name in the wheel. Or maybe I'll go live and pick a person so we can get that off. But if y'all don't have any other questions, man, or y'all want to talk about anything else, yeah, go Birds, cause you already know. But if you ain't got nothing else to talk about, any other questions, I'm gonna wrap this up. If y'all could for me before we get out of here, man, just like this up. Get it out to your friends and things like that. But yeah, man, Bryce Huff is no longer a Philadelphia Eagle, man. It should be a good thing for us. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully that mid-round pick pan out to be something nice in the future. So with all that being said, man, it's Now from the No Cut Sports Podcast. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And if y'all could for me, please like, comment, and subscribe to always catch this vibe, man. Also, stay tuned this week, and I'll make another video talking about a little bit more in depth of what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles, OTAs, and things like that. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Go Birds.